Yo, what's going on, everybody? AC Delvers here, Alberto, the DM. We are back for episode, I believe, 26, which is insane. We've been going at it for so long already. For those of you that have been consistently watching, on whether that be on Twitch or on YouTube, you are much appreciated. But let me go ahead and introduce the group as per usual, just in case there's any new guys. We have Silas playing our resident sorcerer, Ski Pop. We have Dylan playing our druid Lelouch. We have Sean playing our fighter, Odin, majority fighter at least. We have Zeldris here, or John playing Zeldris, our cleric of the Forge. We have Pat here, who is going to be spectating for the session. He is new to D&D, and he is going to be seeing what it is all about today. So hopefully you enjoy, Pat, and maybe we'll do a one shot with you included sometime soon. And obviously myself as the DM. If you do notice, we are missing Andres, who normally plays our Blood Hunter Magus. He has other obligations today that he had to take care of. So he will most likely not be joining for this session. If he does, it'll be a happy surprise. But for right now, we're going through with it as if he's not going to be here. Now, let's jump into last time on D&D. So, to recap on what happened last episode, the group had finally descent into Avernus proper, going down the chains that anchored Avernus, anchored Elturel to Avernus. In doing so, incurring damage from the chains and attempting to hide from the eye of the warring factions of devils and demons below them. As they made their way further down, they did, however, attract the attention of a pit fiend that seemed to be in charge of the legions of devils that were fighting on the ground. He ordered a group of spine devils to go ahead and capture the crew. Most of the crew just choosing to sprint, with the exception of Ski Pop, who was then turned, quite frankly, into a porcupine by the spine devils, almost losing his life. If it was not through the last-minute efforts of both Lulu and Magus, who went ahead in rescuing Ski Pop from the clutches of the spine devils, and the rest of them making their way towards the bottom and back of the devil horde. The entire crew managed to escape, making their way into the trails of Avernus towards Fort Knucklebone. After passing a couple of areas, they felt safe enough to take a deep breath, to which they gathered their thoughts and took in the terrain of Avernus. After doing so, they listened to Lulu's directions and started trekking their way towards Fort Knucklebone to seek out two Kenkus going by Chuka and Clock. On the way there, they seem to have lost their way. For some reason, ending up exactly where they started. And the trek being so treacherous because of the heat and terrain that they suffered even exhaustion on the way. They attempted to ascertain the exact nature of why they ended up back where they started, and came to some conclusions and decided to do it again. Second time was a charm, though, as they finally made it to what is Fort Knucklebone. First meeting a group of rowdy, malicious, and bloodthirsty Redcaps. They went ahead and had a conversation with them and attempting to find a way inside of the fortress. After a couple of questioning, noticing how erratic and dysfunctional they are, the Redcaps, liking the individuals, allowed them to enter Fort Knucklebone. And as the crew proper was making their way into Fort Knucklebone, they observed the junkyard-like area inside as multitudes of Redcaps and Madcaps were doing work in this junkyard on these infernal vehicles, to which they caught the attention and noticed the two Kenkus. They had been working on a specific vehicle that has a very interesting appearance. It has almost like a wrecking ball coming off of the back end, like a tail. The centerpiece is metallic very oddly shaped console. The front of it looking like almost like a like gaping mouth, like teeth and like claws mixed together, shooting forward with a total of 6 wheels on the sides and the treads all being rotating spikes. As these two Kenkus are doing work on this infernal device and machine, you can see that like parts of sparks are flying. One of them, purple feathers, a beautiful hammer on the back, has a kind of like one-armed armor piece of metal. The rest of it robed as it's moving over and passing a piece of metal to the other Kenku, which is more of like a grayish purple feathered Kenku with robes on, the hood up, and a long pike on its back. The only thing from the hood that you're able to see from the body are the feathers on the arms and the beak protruding. As they turn around and make eye contact with the group, one of the Kenkus, the one with the robe, looks over in your direction and it says, "What a deal!" Hold on, excuse me. Sorry, I lied. I looked at the wrong part. Wrong part of my notes. Here we go. You see them squawking at each other first. And after squawking at each other and noticing you all, they both begin to look as the one with, yes, the one with the cloak pulls it down. And Lulu says to the one in the cloak, by the way, so this is the gray feathered one, and she goes, "Chuka." And she looks over to the one with the hammer and goes, "Clonk, how are you guys doing?" As Lulu says this, Chuka looks over and goes, "What a deal. Patience is a virtue. Can't keep the boss waiting." And he runs off around the corner. As he runs off, Clonk looks over to all of you and waves you forward, almost beckoning you to walk towards him. You're muted, John. I would assume you all step forward, unless someone says they don't. Okay. So you all make your way. You got it. So you all make your way forward. The Redcaps that had let you into the gate make their way back up and onto the guard tower to watch forward. You guys make your way towards Clonk, and Clonk stands there, not speaking, just kind of looking at all of you with this very like as stoic a face as a bird-like creature can make. And as you make your way forward, he still does not say anything. He does wave at Lulu, but he goes back to working on the machine. You hear the constant ding, ting, ting of him hitting some type of metal compartment within it. And you see a couple of gears are thrown out as he seems to be either ripping something apart or trying to mend something together inside of the machine. Does not talk to you, but you all stand there and wait. A minute goes by. 2 minutes go by. 3 minutes go by. And on that third minute, you see Chuka coming back around the corner. However, this time with company. You see, leading the group of 3, a tall creature wearing a long, tattered shift covered in mud, blood, and mold, and much worse. The eyes seem to move independently of each other. As she approaches, her straggly brown hair matted, hanging in front of her face. Resting on each shoulder are red-eyed ravens that scrutinize your group, looking you up and down. Behind her, a hulking creature, a desperate, fiendish parts just strung together. You can see the sew marks at the shoulders and elbows, almost like this Frankenstein-like demonic, devilish creature mixed. Straggling forward as it hops forward. Weirdly, excuse me, as they stop in front of you, the haggish-like creature, female, focus her eyes keenly on the group. You see her eyes moving independently of each other, kind of just looking at all of you, and eventually they stop and both focus on Lulu. As you see her say, "My goodness," the hag croaks. You see spit dribbling down her mouth as she stares at Lulu. "Where did you find such a treasure?" As she looks at the both of you, or at Lulu, and then back at the group. And I will be sending you guys in the group chat, if you look at our group chat, what exactly the both of them look like. Just to go into a little bit more detail for the viewers, the female haggish-like creature, on top of what I had already explained, wears more of a brownish red coloration with these small red wings that come off of her back. Two horns that appear from her forehead and come back and loop upward. She has this old lady-like look, like with the saggy skin and the beady eyes. The figure, Frankenstein-like creature, devilish, looks like a hosh posh, a melting pot of different devils and demons' skins all sewed together. And out of its mouth is like this weird, girthy, worm-like contraption that leads all the way around its neck and into its chest, as it does have some gear that it's holding. It is and the mouth is like sewn with this worm-like creature as it kind of groans. No words, just groaning forward and like kind of hopping forward. Ski Pop?
You see the face I'm making? That's Skibot's face right now while looking at them.
You got it. Face of disgust.
Odin throws up in his mouth.
She looks over to you all. Well then, you've made your way to Mad Maggie's Fort Knucklebone. And you brought just a beautiful looking treasure here. She looks over at Lulu.
Why do you keep calling her a treasure?
You obviously don't understand the value of what's been flying around with you. It's good to see you again, Lulu. I was so sad to see you leave the first time. Question, who are these individuals? As her eyes now gleam over the group once again. Do any of you say anything?
Hello.
Hello.
We are the Deltas. It is a pleasure to meet you. You have a wonderful operation going on around here.
As you say that, you see in the background as a couple of like Redcaps are working on one of the vehicle machines. The front of it, where like the engine would be, just like explodes and one of them goes flying off into the sky. Couple of gears shoot around. You see one like comically lands right by your foot as she like smiles.
A little bit of a trial and error, but you seem to have things really well.
She looks over to you. Of course. I didn't get your name though. What was it?
I'm gonna say it in Sylvan. My name is Lelouch Dubois.
One second.
And it is a pleasure.
She goes, I don't have an inkling of what you just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were of Sylvan or Fey nature. Like you're.
You know, it's not nice to assume one's race.
Yes, well,
You're not cool, Lelouch.
Well, no, you know what they say about assumptions. It makes an ass out of me in this instance. But my name is Lelouch Dubois.
Lelouch, nice to meet you. as the giant like flesh creature just kind of groans in the back, like. "Ugh." She looks over to you, Odin.
Hi, I'm Odin Gorton. It's nice to meet you. What the fuck is that?
Ah, that's Mikey. That's just a project. Mikey's a project that I've been working on ever since I built this fort. From the ground up, let it be told. Mikey is one of my prized possessions as he kind of like takes a step forward and then like hops a little bit. And he's like, "Ugh," as he kind of like pats Maggie.
You kind of speak of him like he's like a possession. Is he like even alive?
Oh, he is quite alive, aren't you, Mikey? And he just like looks over at you with those kind of like small, beady black eyes with no pupilless eyes, just straight black, and goes, "Ugh," and shakes his head.
Okay. I don't like it, but I accept it.
He looks over and just shakes his head. She looks over to you, Silas.
Hi, I'm Ski Bop. First name Ski, last name Bop.
Do you prefer ski or both?
Both. Glad you asked.
It's
Also,
Ski Bop for sure.
I'm really tired.
Looks over at you, John.
Why, hello. My name is Zeldris. It's a pleasure to meet you and Mikey.
She looks over at you, Zeldris, and one eye shuts as she like stares at you again. She goes, "You're another interesting individual. Celestial blood seems to run in this crew. What is this? You and your kind are a commodity in these areas. I'd be careful." As she looks over past Lulu and looks at Magus. He looks, "Hey, I'm Magus. That's about it." And she goes, "Sounds good. Well, all of you, what brings you to Fort Knucklebone?"
Honestly,
We don't know up here. We were dead.
What kind of told
So
to
you
go
just,
here?
someone told you to come here.
yeah, Lulu.
For what reasons?
She
Lulu.
said you had like cool stuff to get through a burnish.
I mean, I do have these infernal machines. They're not exactly forgives or anything.
Or not?
Lulu told you to come here, and she looks over at Lulu, and Lulu looks over and she goes, I just remember being here. I've lost a lot of, I can't remember a lot of things, and I remember being here, and I remember Chuka and Clark. They helped me, and I just felt like we needed to go here." As she looks over at the night hag, even Lulu looks a little like pressed, and the night hag then grins from like ear to ear, looks over at Lulu and goes, "Oh, you don't have your memory? Interesting." And she kind of like takes her hands and starts doing that little maniacal finger thing as she starts thinking.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Can I stand in front of Lulu when I see you do that?
You stand in front of Lulu.
Yeah, it's like,
She,
hmm.
Maggie looks over and she goes, "Well, don't worry. I don't plan on harming the little thing. She's already been here once and she's made it out alive. But I am quite interested in these memories. Lulu, I could possibly do something about that for you. Possibly unlock a couple more memories for you." Lulu kind of looks back and goes, that would be amazing, but what would it I don't what would I have to give in return?" And Mad Maggie kind of just, you see her and she has kind of like this grandma type of demeanor with like a little bit of a hunchback, and she's taller. She's rough. She's like roughly at like that, like 8 to 9 feet tall. And she looks over and goes, and just kind of starts laughing to herself. And she goes, "Well, I do have. How about this? I need to prepare for the ritual in order to bring these memories back. And in all honesty, I enjoy anything related to you. I want to know more." As she goes, "Let's say this. I unlock your dreams. In return, you and your individuals will be allowed to stay here up until the ritual is ready and to be completed. Don't fuck anything up. And, you know, maybe make yourselves useful around here. In the meantime, I'll be in my quarters. I'll have to prepare for the ritual. By the way, for those of you who do not understand, I'm Mad Maggie. I'm a warlord of Avernus. There are multiple warlords. I started and upkeep Fort Knucklebone. So, this is my territory. Don't go running around like you own the place. Be cordial with the Redcaps, even though there's many of them. And if you need me, I'll be in my quarters. But here's a hint: don't need me. And Maggie starts turning around, looks at Mikey, and goes, "Mikey, you can roam around if you like. Feel free to do whatever you want." He looks over at Mad Maggie and goes, and just starts kind of like hop walking away. The two ravens on her shoulder, however, turn their heads towards you all and kind of just begin to fly off into the area, perching on different areas. As Mad Maggie retires back towards the hand-like cliff into like basically what would be like an intersection in between, and makes her way into what looks like somewhat of a cave. However, the rest of you are left to your own devices. What would you like to do?
Hey, Mickey.
Soldiers?
So, guys, let's huddle up for a moment.
Mhm.
I do not trust Mad Maggie. I'm very
Okay.
fearful for Lulu.
Her name is Mad Maggie. She's well, her kind, like she seems like I mean this in the nicest possible way, but she seems like a hag, like the witch kind,
Mhm.
and usually they speak what me and Skibop speak and the Redcaps, but she does not fucking know that. That is a big red flag.
Actually, I don't know what you've been speaking. Actually,
What?
I don't know either, by the way.
You come from the Feywild.
I came as a baby. I wasn't able to learn Sylvan actually.
There you go, assuming again. Then. I mean, sorry, viewers.
Okay, never mind. I really?
I think I was confused what those things were.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Been alive a long time, but I still haven't been to the Feywild.
I just didn't like her because she seemed kind of rude.
You could say that.
And also, she's a warlord of this place. I don't think Thorn likes this place, so I think I have to kill it. Not like now or anything, but like if it gets worse.
I agree with you.
I'm
But
down.
I'm
But I don't know.
very, very tired. But
Yeah.
they have cool. When Lulu said vehicles and stuff, kind of want to look around what other things they have.
You think they have like a guest area here for like an inn?
You say that out loud, or are you still whispering into the group?
I'll say that out loud. If Mikey's still around, I'm gonna ask him.
Mm-hmm. You look around and ask Mikey, guest area. Mikey kind of just looks over at you, begins walking over, and with each step, it's like, and it's like he's taking a step, but he's also like half skipping forward, and then he makes it to you, and he goes, "Ooh."
I'm gonna try speaking giant. Hey, you know where anywhere we could sleep? Kind of tired.
1 second. You said you're gonna speak giant.
Yeah, give that a shot because he's big.
Because he's big. Now you're assuming something.
Yes.
You are.
Hypocrite.
Don't assume, Odin. I can speak giant. I know what he's saying.
He does not respond.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
What do you
Go ahead.
speak giant, Odin?
Zeldris.
I don't think he speaks anything.
Zeldris.
I was gonna say, Ski Bob, can't you speak to him in his head and understand him?
If he understands our language,
I mean, I can try Infernal if that could work.
yeah, well,
I'm just gonna say in
Try.
common. Hey, Mikey, can you understand us? Shake your head, yes and no.
Looks over at you, Odin.
Oh, cool. Do you like have thoughts or anything, or is it just? Oh, so you have thoughts? Okay, cool. You like your name, Mikey? Do they treat you good here?
Looks over towards where Mad Maggie was. Looks back over to you.
Oh, okay, good. You know anywhere we could sleep? Like, you can just point if you need
He
to.
raises one arm up, and his like wingspan is crazy. He just points over towards a kind of like an area next to a bunch of junk where it's kind of been cleared out, and there's like what the equivalent of like a yoga mat, but like dirty and more of like a just a blanket on the floor, and he just kind of like points at it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mikey.
As he turns around and just kind of it resembles like someone walking in like a crutch, like they like hurt their leg and they can't put pressure on it. Like that's what him walking resembles. As he begins making his way away.
Oh, yeah, that was easier than I thought.
Dylan?
Are there any red caps just chilling?
There are red caps all over the place.
Awesome. Is that one by my leg still?
still there.
If you look around, the one on your leg is gone because he was part of the gate like security. But if you look around, there are plenty of them that are just like in these junk piles, pulling out different types of metal, tossing them around to each other, running towards these vehicles and doing like repairs, fixing things, disassembling things. Some of them are like pushing each other over and like getting ready to get into like fights and shit. Like there is a good assortment of them.
Okay. I think some of these men deserve a reward for their hard work. I'm going to go sit down by the dirt nearby them, put my alchemist jug on the ground,
Uh,
and I'm gonna ask them. Does anyone have like a piece of paper?
You ask that into like one of the junk piles as all of them kind of like, are you asking your crew or them?
Any one of them.
You got it. So Ski Bob, you have something to say?
Can I do telepath speech to Lelouch?
Can you make a what? Telepathic speech to Lelouch? Yeah, go ahead.
Lelouch, what are you doing?
I'm going to go and give them something to drink, just for their help, and also to, I don't know, make them feel a bit more comfortable with us and not kill us. I know what they are.
True, but they also might steal it.
Yeah, but they'll think it's empty. They're gonna steal an empty jug. Whatever.
I would.
You can't hear me. Neither can you. It's in my head.
Yeah, it's all inside his head. Drew, I don't know much about them, but they do seem like the wild bunch. You can take the risk.
Okay, I am. And does anyone have paper, parchment, anything that I can attach to this?
As you say that, a group of them that are within one metal pile looks down at you, and they all kind of like, ain't no use for people around here. We use metal.
Okay. Do you want beer?
You see all of them kind of like looking at each other, like look down at you. If you got some.
I take the jug, uncork it, infinite beer.
You see them look at each other. Boys! And you see like almost like moles, like popping up out of the metal pieces, like head after head after head after head after head, as they all look over, and he goes, "We're gonna have a celebration tonight." As they all just start running over to Lelouch. You see a group of like 15 to 20 that are just there with Lelouch ready with these like dirty metal like cups. They're like what you would imagine like you'd put like slug into, like just like terrible, like muggish, like ugly metal, copper, any different type of metal, all dented and bruised. They're all just lined up ready to get their fill of drink.
Okay. Ale, beer, grog, or wine?
You see one just, yes!
Okay. I'm gonna do grog because it's a mix of rum and beer. And it's fucking strong. I'm just gonna start doing that to all of them until that's empty, and I'm just moving towards more alcohol servants.
You got it. So you just start serving them alcohol. And that turns into a party in and of itself. What's everybody else doing?
I'm watching my pockets.
Watching your pockets, Odin?
I'm just gonna go to the little like blanket and a pillow Mikey pointed at and just lie down.
Okay, you lie down. Got it. Zeldris?
I'm gonna ask Gargoth how he's doing today. It's been like a good 3 days.
Okay. So Zeldris, you sit down, I'd imagine near Odin, and go ahead and reach into the bag, pulling out the beautiful celestial shield with the demonic face grinning on the front of it as its teeth sneer towards you. And as you pull it immediately out, you hear in your voice, Zeldris. It's been some time.
Let me help. Please, I'm desperate. Why haven't you called me?
Yes.
Have you finally decided on whether to choose me as your bride in Avernus?
I mean, do you accept my previous terms?
I had a counteroffer.
What was that? Yeah, had. I mean,
I say the terms be, in Gargoth way, I act as your guide, and on top of your guide, your armor, and grant you my abilities and my intelligence when traveling through Avernus. In return, you are to do two things. One, research ways in freeing me. Two, you must use up to a minimum of 2, max of, let's say, 3, unless you'd like to very much please me, spells. They can be random to try to free me. And if you know a spell does not work, you're not to use it again. So you're consistently trying new ones, but that is every single day.
And no
If it-
taking my soul type thing, no more.
No, I shall not take your soul. Remember, use spells unless they work. If it works, spend every spell slot on that spell, the 3 that I require, 2 to 3. Every day.
Every day. Doesn't matter what time of day. I can do one in the morning, afternoon, night.
As long as it's during that day that you spend the 2 to 3 spell slots on me, our deal will be continuous.
Sure, why not? I can agree to that. All right, no evil laughter, please. No.
It stops for a second as you then feel the metal flex. And as the metal begins flexing, you feel the power begin to surge into you once more. And you gain the attributes of the shield. However, it does require the attunement slot.
Okay.
So go ahead and change out one attunement slot for the shield.
Got you.
Skipa, what would you like to do?
You know what? Ski Bop saw that little blanket that Mikey pointed out. He's gonna go over there and sit on it. Let's lay down for a little bit.
You got it. You lay down. Odin is also over there, so you're with Odin.
I Odin.
Ski Bop.
It feels like my leaves are wilting.
It looks like my kidney is bleeding. That was rough.
Very rough.
I mean, like, how many times did you get stabbed?
Just look at my back. I'm gonna roll over and lay on my stomach.
I
There's
don't think I can count that high at once.
4.
I mean, you did all right. You didn't die.
Kind of. If it wasn't for Mags and Lulu, I probably would have died in that pit.
Yeah, as long as you're not dead, you're not dead.
And let's give out some sleep.
Odin's just gonna keep like talking to him. About random shit.
Odin, as you're talking to him, he's not responding. However, you hear a flutter of wings as you look in the opposite direction, and perched right there on the ground next to you is the 2 ravens that have been sitting on Mad Maggie's shoulder as they both peer up at you, and you see in a flash, just poof, poof, as they both turn into 2 small imps.
I knew it.
They both look at each other and look back at you and go, hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm Pins, and this is Needles.
And needles. So together, you're pins and needles.
Yeah.
man. Are you guys like? Are you in a con? Are you guys like always together? Is it like? Are you a duo?
They look at each other, look back at you. For the most part, yeah.
Oh, what's up?
You came with that the flying elephant, right?
Yeah, Lulu. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, yeah. She's pretty cool. I got some information for you though.
What about?
These little bastards that are running around, and he starts looking at like the red caps and the mad caps. I heard one of them say that he wanted to kill Lulu in the middle of your sleep.
Are you fucking with me?
They both look at each other. No, it's a little bastard named Wazik. Wazzik.
Can you point him out for me?
Yeah, we can point him out for you, but we can give you a time and a place where he'll be alone. We can kill him. We will even put in a good word for Matt Maggie if you do it.
Okay, I don't know why, but I have a feeling the bullshit in there. If Maggie told me to be nice to the fire caps, and you want me to kill one?
Oh, Mr. Wizard Redcap, don't drink all of my alcohol.
Lelouch playing in the background as one of the red caps is trying to pour the entire jug onto himself. Pins looks over at you and goes, No. She really doesn't give a fuck about those guys, to be honest. There's so many of them, she really does not care. I think she just didn't want you to fuck around and fuck up the place.
I'm gonna roll an insight check real quick with
Go
disadvantage.
for it. With disadvantage, good sir.
All right, 7. It's a 7.
See? You don't sense any deceit. Not on them. He goes, It's up to you, but that little elephant seems a little tired. Wazik is a pretty bloodthirsty guy. What do you say?
No one in where he's going to be alone.
Say it again?
You know where he's going to be alone.
Yeah, I can give you the information. You gonna do the deed?
Maybe. I have to think about it for a bit.
Don't take too much time. Lulu's in trouble. And they both turn into ravens and start flooding around. And you just hear, before they turn into ravens, you hear Needles say, When you're ready, just flag us down.
All right. Odin's just gonna take his amulet of Torm, and he's just gonna go, Hey, Torm, I haven't spoken to you today yet, but you're gonna like give me some insight or something, or they trying to trick me, or I don't really know. I'm really tired. I don't know if I should kill this red cap. Wouldn't that be murder? You don't like that, do you?
You wait for an answer. Go ahead and roll a religion check.
With disadvantage. Okay. 7.
7. You wait for a moment, but there doesn't seem to be any reaction from the amulet. You do feel the blazing hot breeze of Avernus come across you, though.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Lulu.
She's currently sleeping by Ski Bop.
I'm gonna flag down the ravens.
You got it. So you move over towards the ravens. While that's happening, you head over to them. Lelouch, you are in the middle of all of these red caps, feeding them drinks as they're all toasty and clanging metal against metal and drinking, some of them still with their sickles in their hands. You see some of them, the mad caps, their metal shoes have you You know what? They have like blades sticking out of like the end of their steel shoes as they like move around, like they're kicking around, slicing up some of the other red caps as they're drinking, and everybody's hammering it back. Let's see. Make a perception check.
Yeah, may I borrow a d20? 19.
19. As you're, let's see, 19, that's pretty high. Okay, so you see them, they're hammering it back, and a couple of things that you notice. You do notice Odin walking towards the Ravens and like flagging them down. You notice Zeldris speaking to Gargoth. You notice most of the red caps getting absolutely just slammed. You also notice Chuka and Clonk, who are up on that one war machine, and it seems that they're like fairly frustrated about something on top of the machine as they're hammering away. As you look around, you notice a multitude of different other machines. You notice one that heavily resembles a motorcycle. There's a couple of them, and the fronts of them are like spiked outwards. With everything that is made in Avernus, it has this infernal feel to it. As you look it over, it has spikes shooting out of it, and it has weapons as well. Excuse me. It seems to have some type of spikes on the front of it. You see another one. This one, however, more of like a regular, I'd say, think of like a Ford Explorer type of car. Like it's like more of like a truck sized. It still has, this one has like almost like a lower jaw of just straight jagged blades that come out of it. The tires like rotating razors. The back of it hooked, and the kind of like carapace like body of it. You see the one that's Chuka and Clonk are working on that I described earlier, and you see a different type, but this one's very different. On the back of it, there seems to be some type of claw, almost like the claw you would see in like a machine where you pick up stuffed animals.
Like I was about to say like a wench.
Like similar to a wench on the bottom of the back that's hanging off, and mechanisms to hold it in place, and 3 horns on the front shooting forward with that carapace like infernal iron portion. Most of the bigger ones seem like they can fit a couple of individuals onto them, and a lot of them are in good maintenance and seem to work well, while other red caps and mad caps are working on other ones. As one of the red caps walks over to you, and he looks up towards you and goes, Lelouch, right? That was your name? Here. And he takes out of his pocket a bracelet of fingers.
What kind of fingers?
You can see on them are a mixture of other red caps fingers, a couple humanoid, and a couple sharper, like clawed fingers.
Are these lycanthropy fingers?
Say it again.
I said, are they lycanthropy fingers?
This would be, it's more of a biology type of thing. I'd say either make a medicine or history check. Up to you.
I'm gonna do medicine.
Go for it.
25.
It's with disadvantage. It's a check.
Oh, the check?
Oh, he doesn't have.
Oh wait, no, you don't have exhaustion. You're fine. You're fine.
No, so it's 25.
Yeah, so it's 25. You're good. You do recognize a couple werewolf, were-rat fingers.
I'm going to go and I'm going to look up to him. I'm going to say, now, these other fingers, they're nice, but I really like these ones. You get this. And I'm going to go and I'm going to whisper into the jug. There's this one, like, I'm gonna say it's like a very special liquor. It's like, okay, it's pretty much just Jägermeister, just straight Jaeger, and I'm just gonna fill his fucking cup to the brim with that.
As you do, he goes, "Thank you. This token of our friendship." As he kind of like clanks it against the jug and walks away, just chugging back the alcohol.
I'm going to put the bracelet on.
You got it. Zeldris, you had your hand up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, is Zeldris like around where this is happening?
Yeah, everyone's in this general same vicinity, like within ear and eye shot of each other. Not some of you not within earshot, but most of you in eye shot of each other.
Okay. And am I done talking with Gargath?
Yeah, if you have nothing else to say.
All right. I'm gonna just wedge closer to Lelouch.
Okay. Lelouch, you see Zeldris making his way towards you.
Hello.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I am feeding all of these men alcohol.
Oh, can I get a glass actually?
Sure.
Are you 21?
How old are you, soldiers?
I am. Let me check my ID. I'm 21.
Insight check.
Okay.
Where's my insight? Plus.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much, sir. 18.
All right. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
No.
No, Zeldris is 21.
If you're trying to lie, you got to roll that deception.
It's the truth. Trust me.
Okay.
I don't lie. I'm not that guy. But
And I'm like, okay. And I go and I'm just giving you just a glass of ale. Standard stuff. And I'm just gonna still give all the Redcaps things. And I'm gonna go and ask one of them in Sylvan. I'm gonna say, if anybody can tell me some cool stuff, I'll give you more. Just any cool fact or any knowledge about where we're at.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. 19.
19. A couple of them make their way over to you and go, "For you, we'll do a lot of things.
Like what?
Murder."
Really? Wow! I give him a high five with the finger bracelet.
He high-fives him. He high-fives you back. As you would expect, because they're such small creatures, that it's lesser strength, but he high-fives with the strength of like almost Odin.
I know, so like me.
Basically.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa.
And he goes, "What's something interesting, guys? What's something interesting?" He goes, "Tell him about Barnabas. He seems to be coming through. Everybody get everything ready. Look, it's Barnabas." As they kind of start beginning to sing a song, as you see making its way through the like sky near you all, like lower levels, maybe 15 or 20 feet over your head, is a flame skull, a skull wreathed in green flame with these red eyes. As they start taking metal objects and just throwing it up towards the skull and singing this song, And they go, that's Barnabas. We love fucking with him. We constantly just kind of like throw shit at him and start singing. We call a song The Barnabas. We love it. And he's like dodging the medals. He goes, fuck off. God damn it. I fucking hate all of you.
I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna yell at them, fuck you, Barnabas! Just like going and just giving them drinks and everything. It's in Sylvan, so he doesn't know what I'm saying.
Okay, you say it in Sylvan. Okay. He
But
looks
I'm
down.
like, yeah, fuck that guy.
He looks down and he goes, fuck off. In my living life, I was an amazing mage. God damn it, I had to get stuck in his fucking skull. God, I hate my fucking life. And you see his like, as he talks, something interesting to note, while he's talking, he's talking, but there seems to be some whistling that's coming from his mouth as well.
Yeah, it's a wisp.
It's not a wisp. It's like, so imagine like actual like whistling coming from his mouth while he's talking.
Yeah. I was saying that it's also undeads.
Also an undead. And he starts to just fly around and like avoid shit being thrown at him as he makes his way away from you all, being upset at you all.
Nice.
The other go ahead.
No, I was just saying nice.
The other Redcaps go, we can show. Is there anything you'd like to know? Kind of like you.
What are these? And I'm gonna point to all the trucks and cars and all that, but I'm really gonna point at the motorcycle because I really like that one.
Got you. They walk over to you and they like, follow us, and begins making their way over towards the motorcycle. And they go, this one right here just got fixed up. These are referred to devil rides. These things are sick. Mad Maggie, us, Clonk, Shuka, even Mikey. We jump on these and we ride through Avernus, clearing up the land, taking over territories. This bad boy is crazy. And one like jumps onto it, grabs onto the handles, and like revs it. You see like fire coming off of the back of it. And he goes, this bad boy goes pretty fast. It can carry a pretty good amount of weight, mostly riding for one person though. You can do stunts on it, jump over things super quick. And you can even do this. And he like performs, like he just moves over the tire and like it does like a juke. And like the wheel like spins across and like the dirt comes flying out as he like turns the engine off.
That is awesome. Now, I have a question. You said clearing out things. You guys kill devils and demons too?
Yeah. As he kind of like looks, yeah.
And
a couple
you
of
guys want to do that with us.
That's where a couple of them kind of like, we love killing, but we love Maggie. So unless Maggie gives the order, we ain't killing.
Whenever Maggie gives you guys the order, though, I would happily come with you.
Sounds like a good deal to me. But they go around showing you about the vehicles and begin to explain the vehicles to you since you were so nice. Odin, you make your way. Oh wait, Zeldris, are you going with Lelouch?
Of course, I'm following my man because I do not trust him with these Redcaps. They might shove him in the back and take his gold.
You got it. So, follows through, following with Zeldris. Odin, you make your way to where the ravens are perched.
Probably won't be a
The crow, excuse me.
Be a gigantic sword for them.
They both look down at you, Odin.
Sure, I'm here.
They fly down and perch on your shoulders as they transform back into imps. Pins and needles at your service. Are you ready? What's up? What have you decided? What's on your mind?
Okay. I don't like you, and I don't trust you. But I'm not gonna let anything happen to Lulu. So tell me.
So, you're taking this up. You won't regret it, I promise. We'll put in a good word. There's multiple caves here where they store a couple of the vehicles. In about 20 minutes or so, you go into the second cave. You're gonna go back and you're gonna find one of the cars. It's called a tormentor. It's got like the lower jaw kind of spikes and blades coming out of it. Yeah, he'll be there. He'll probably be inside of it or on top of it or on the side or on the bottom working on it. He'll just be working on it. He likes to do his work alone. Fucking kill him. Just murder him. Don't even worry about the body. We'll take care of it. Just tell us when you're done.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Murder?
You're
You're not there.
Get out.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
You're
I thought I
not
was.
there.
Ski Bob still slumped next to Lulu.
Yes. Bebop's knocked out.
2 points of exhaustion does it to you.
You both got 2 points of exhaustion. Odin, response?
Okay. I have a feeling if I kill this guy, you guys are gonna like snitch on me to Maggie.
No, we promise. You know, we'll say it's a deal. Shake a hand. Devils can't break deals.
No, they can't break contracts.
Same tomato. It's a contract. And you see Needle and Pin. They both fly to the same shoulder at this point. 1 second. Got it. And you see a scroll begin to appear. As they hand it over to you, it has the writing already on it. And the contract seems to be written in blood. But it says, upon Odin killing Wazik, Pins and Needles will dispose of the body and put in a very good word to Mad Maggie. No exemptions to the deal, and the rules are to be adhered to. Anybody that violates anything in this contract will owe servitude 1 month to the opposite individual. And you can see Pins and Needles have already signed it.
Okay. I'm gonna take my finger and poke it on my tusk. Oh, good.
And as you finish it, your name lights bright red as it is now seared into the parchment, and the parchment vanishes.
Odin needs a spell check.
Okay, all right. Well, let us know when you're done. And they both begin to fly off and perch back onto some of the junk metal.
Okay. I guess I'll head over there.
Okay. Odin, you go over there and begin waiting it out for Wazik to make his way there. As you walk into the cave, you can see.
Well,
Go ahead.
Before I go, can I just go over to Lulu and like pet her?
Absolutely. You walk over by Ski Pop and Lulu, and Lulu has kind of like burrowed into Ski Pop at this point. And you just give her a couple of pets on her golden fur.
Don't wake me
She doesn't seem to wake up, but
I'll fight you.
it's warm.
And then I head.
And there you go. You head over to the cave. As you make your way inside, it's very dimly lit, and on both sides are basically just racks of the Inferno vehicles on both left and right, different sides, multiple different types of vehicles. But you stand there and wait for your prey. Okay. Zeldris, Lelouch, as Odin is waiting. You guys, this is all you want to do to start learning about the vehicles, and that's all?
Then I'm gonna drink a little bit with more of the red caps. Then I'm gonna have one of the red caps on my shoulders that I really enjoy. And I'm just gonna start chilling with them.
You got it. You start hanging out with them as they begin explaining these vehicles to you. He goes, these things are interesting. They're a lot of work, a lot of maintenance sometimes, but when you get them working, man, when I tell you, you can get across this land so fast. Not only that, it's so efficient. These are just beautiful works of art. Look at this. And they point out, and they go, they're fueled by something so precious and delicious. One, and he points over at one of the madcaps with the demon ichor leaking out of its cap, is demon ichor. That can fuel, but not for long. We use demon ichor to get like a quick spurt of energy. You throw some demon ichor in there, and it's like turning on nitrous. It's insane. It'll go so much faster for a short amount of time. But what it really, really runs on is something really cool. We don't have any on us. Mad Maggie keeps them on her. But they're called soul coins. You tuck one, and she points over to a small, like, slot. And he says, you tuck one of those small soul coins in there, the soul that has been trapped within becomes trapped within the machine and fuels it. And depending on how much of the soul was left in the coin will depend on how long the vehicle will run for.
That's cool.
Yeah, sometimes you can even hear the screams of the souls as you're going across Avernus.
Terrifying.
You won't fucking
He goes,
over it.
he goes, there's a lot to it. In certain cases, if you fuck up the machine, it can get really bad. There can be ruptures, lock steering, all different types of things, shredded armor. It's quite rough. Plus, it's harsh out here, so there's chances that the machine itself get over wear and tear, can get beat up and unusable. But if you're skilled enough, you can work on it and do repairs. These things, the bigger, the more sturdy, usually the more armor, the more of a beating it can take. You can crash these pretty easily if you run into the wrong thing or you get into a chase and you're getting destroyed out there. Some, through acid damage, have had their armor degraded over time. But for the most part, these things are really, really efficient for getting across Avernus, doing some damage, even pulling a drive-by on a couple of other of the warlords.
That's pretty cool. Never thought. You know, I'm more of the I don't know, horse riding kind of guys. I turn into enemies. And,
Not a lot of horses over here.
oh yeah, I forgot. How do you guys manage? Because I know there's no trees or communities or anything like that. Like, do you guys ever miss that?
And one of them kind of looks, one of the madcaps walks over. Not really. I'm going to be honest with you. The Feywild just isn't it. All right. It's all mystical and fantasy and sometimes upbeat, too trickish. It's chaotic, which we do love, but it's not bloody enough. It doesn't meet our urges.
Back home, I knew you're kind of
I got your scoop up. You're next.
like people and you would They would attack the forest animals on occasion. Would attack our villages and things. It was crazy.
Sounds pretty nuts.
Yeah. Why do you guys have the steel shoes though? Because honestly, that kind of screwed you guys over back where I'm from. Because we would kind of use that to our advantage.
You want me to kick you? You'll find out.
Oh, well, I'm asking what they are for. Like, I know they did a lot of damage, but you guys get slowed down or anything?
Anything that comes within our range is pretty much done for. And a couple of them go, yeah, done for, done for, done for, as it's echoed. We like to kick and slash. It's just our style.
Okay, cool. But I I also have a few questions about that. Because, back where I'm from, I never got to actually sit down and talk to you guys. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. If you don't keep feeding us ale, we're gonna get a bit violent.
oh, well, was that even a question? I'm going to do that regardless.
Raises a glass.
Yeah,
Cheers.
I'm just gonna keep pouring and I'm just gonna keep talking to them.
There you go. You keep pouring. You keep getting them drunk. They are listening.
And look, why do you guys hate elves and stuff so much?
We really don't. And another one steps up. We really don't understand our nature to begin this. To be honest, it's almost like you're born knowing that you want to eat. You're born knowing that you need to be fed and that you need to sleep. It's instinct. We're born chaotic, bloodthirsty. It's not something we can control, it's something that we embrace. And the elves don't like that.
That is true. But it's good. Like, in my eyes, I know I have different opinions, but I don't see that bloodshed is good, but you guys do. And you're following something that is with people. And that's all you know. And, well, it's good that I understand that. It doesn't mean that, in my opinion, in my morals, that is right, but with you, it is. And I appreciate that you are devout. Fuck it. Hard liquor for all. I'm just gonna start shoveling heavier shit onto everyone now. Also, you're muted.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought I was talking. He goes, I mean, you can have your ways, we'll have ours. For right now, we'll say that you're one of the good elves. How about that?
You guys, pretty fucking cool. I'm just gonna, I don't know, dap them up. And,
Fist bump. Start feeding them ale, and as they do, good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep having them drink, then having them have fun. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draw out a circle, and they can do whatever they want with that circle.
You got it. And you can
I'm
imagine.
just gonna assume something.
Yeah. So, as that's happening, Ski Pop, you have your hand up. What's up?
Ski Pop's gonna wake up.
You got it. Ski Pop. Oh, there's Ladybug on my laptop.
Awesome. Oh, cool.
Peace out, buddy. All right. Just not here. All right, go for it, Ski Pop. As you begin waking up out of your sleep,
I'm gonna look around and see the Odin's not here. Can I make a perception check?
sure, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yep, but do that a day. First one is a 6 plus my perception plus 5, so 11.
Okay.
First one. So 11.
11.
Next inning it was a 17.
You begin looking around. You notice Zeldris and Lelouch with the raving party of Redcaps and Madcaps. You see Magus and Lulu, who cuddled up to you, which are right next to you. You spot the 2 ravens or crows that happen to be perched, Redcaps that are still working on machines, but you don't spot Odin. Zeldris?
Sorry, quick thing. I just like to imagine Skibop sees Zeldris pouring the hard liquor on the shield for Gargoth. Just turns up. Gargoth,
The magic I was asking for.
yes, more, child, more.
Turning Gargoth into a frat kid.
Yeah.
Where are the babes at?
Ski Pop, go ahead though.
I told you it's leg day, Zeldris.
um. Skibot's not even. I don't know. Skibot's going to get up and go over to Zeldris.
Okay. Ski Pop, you're making your way over.
Zeldris is that shield with Gargoth in it?
yes, it is, man. You want a drink?
No. Why is the shield with Gargoth out at all? Why?
Well, we came to agreement, and he's gonna be a partial guide just in case we're lost in hell.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no me dying type thing if I don't comply. I just have to try and find a way to release him from the shield. He'll give me some of his power, and he'll help me protect you guys. Because honestly, the enemies have been getting a lot harder for us.
Very true. So, if you do find one of those spells to unlock them, how are you going to deal with him being out and most likely wanting to kill us? Gargoth, if you want to step in and talk.
As you're saying this, you see you have not seen it, but you see now Barnabas, the flaming skull, kind of going through the air over top of you. You hadn't seen him before, but now you see him and you're like, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm only here because of Magus. Not Magus, Maggie. You guys all suck. I hate you. I hate you all. As you hear a whistle coming from his voice as he's talking.
Fuck you, Barnabas. I throw a metal wrench.
Fuck you, stupid elf.
Hey. Remember, we're helping each other.
I could burn you all alive if I wanted to. Especially if I was alive. If I had my spell book, this would be different. As you hear the whistle coming.
But you're not. What are you gonna do?
Barnabas still like floating in the air, just like making his way around the fort. Eventually settles into one spot. And it's literally just a skull. It's just a green flaming skull just riding around the sky and eventually settling down in the spot where it's not having metal thrown at it.
Have you seen Odin anywhere? He was sitting next to me and Lulu. I don't know where he is now.
You talking to me or Gargoth or both?
I'm talking to you. I'm not
Okay.
going to talk to Gargoth anymore because it's Gargoth.
Gargoth, we're cool though, right, bro?
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
You want more
For
deals?
now. Keep your end of the bargain.
You got your soul right.
I'm so glad I brought it back out of the bag.
I just need a taste.
I'm glad as well. Quiet in there.
So dark and empty. So many people-
I will drink the blood of the innocent and rose.
You guys are killing me.
Gargoth's empty void.
Yeah,
Don't
seriously. But
Where's Odin?
can I roll a history check to see if I know where Odin went? If I saw him anywhere?
You can roll a perception check, but he would have went off while you were busy with Lelouch.
Oof. All right. I'll just
Odin's doing the murder cyclist.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
I'm
21.
The murderer.
21.
Yep.
You look around, looking in the general vicinity, all the metal places, a couple of the machines, looking at like the cave entrances. Yeah, you don't see him anywhere in the vicinity.
It's not like Odin to disappear. I'm gonna go get Lelouch.
Okay. Zeldris, you start making your way towards Lelouch.
Hey,
As you're go ahead. You good?
oh, okay. Hey, Lelouch, I need to talk to you for a moment over here with Skibot.
Okay. I'm gonna look towards the biggest, baddest madcap.
You see the one with the great sword.
You're my Grand Vizier. You give everyone alcohol.
Oh God.
You are in charge for now. If anyone
walks-
tries to take it, give me their hands.
I'll give you more than their hands as he runs up and like tackles the jug out of your hand because they're the same size. He like football tackles it, sets it down, uncaps it, looks over and come and get it! As they all just begin to like run over to him and like mosh pit him.
Nice.
I love these guys.
I'm gonna go and I'm going to look at Zeldris. I'm going, this should keep them distracted for a while. Let's go get Odin. I saw him going to the cave entrance.
Lelouch, did you see that?
I saw him with the
You saw him
birds,
walking.
and then
You saw him
go-
talking to the crows, not walking into the cave.
Okay. I saw him with birds over there. And that was it.
Okay. You know where? Skibot, you take over.
Got a stroke right there. It's Gargoyle. He's doing this to me.
Yeah, I just awakened to this new power.
Oh.
My power is immaculate.
Well, we might as well go check it out.
Okay. So you start making your way towards the birds. You guys make it to the birds, and they make eye contact with you first. As you approach and stand there, we're switching back to Odin. Odin, you stand there with your back against the wall, kind of just scoping it out. Pretty empty. Go ahead.
Can I just do a second wind real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Just in case.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
expecting a boss battle.
Go ahead. Let me know how much you heal.
Ooh, I got 13 hit points back, so I'm sitting at 65.
Beautiful. You sit there and wait. 10 minutes go by. 15. 20 minutes go by. And you see a shadow go by. And you see it beginning to approach. See a smaller madcap. They're all small. This one a madcap. The hood pulled over its face and little slots cut out for its eyes. The under part, you just see the bottom of the jagged teeth and the giant iron soles and sickle on his hand as drool's kind of coming down. Begins walking in, kind of sneering. Looks over at you. What are you looking at, ugly?
What's your name?
What's it to you?
Well, it's a family matter, I guess.
Make a persuasion check.
He said, thank you. Haha. 2.
God.
Oh, wait, no. It would have been a straight roll because I have advantage. The first one would have been a 14.
Why do you have advantage?
It's because of. Never mind, that's only for dwarfs. I take that back, too.
So,
He's short.
He goes, I don't got a name. Sorry. And begins walking over to he walks over to one of the motorcycle looking ones and begins taking out some equipment to start working on it.
Or like, you know Lulu, right?
The stupid elephant?
Yeah. Well, she's actually she's a little clumsy, but she's bright.
I mean, yeah, everybody knows her here.
You don't have any ill will towards her?
I've got ill will against a lot of things.
You have a particular hatred towards the elephant kind.
What's up with all the questions?
I think I might have to kill you.
You see him pause,
I'm gonna explain.
picks up his sickle.
These two imps came down and
He
told
goes,
me.
if you want to fight, we can fight.
I mean, I'm okay with
You're going to kill me?
I'll try.
And I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
gonna turn giant.
He looks over and goes, I don't give a fuck about your size. Also, wait, how many times have you turned giant in a day?
I've done twice. This is my last one.
You can do it twice a day?
No, I can do it 3 times a day.
Okay, so yeah.
I used
this is your
to.
last one. You got it. You turn twice the size, and he goes, what? Am I supposed to be intimidated? I'm still going to carve you up. You're just a little bit more meat to carve up. How about it? He, licks his sickle. He goes, I'm not fucking scared.
Okay. If you want it, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna protect Lulu, even if you need to kill her or not.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he just starts rushing towards you.
Okay. Initiative,
you-
I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. I'm going to need you to roll initiative to decide who goes first.
Natural 1.
He got a natural 3 plus 1, so 4. So he'll be going first.
Okay.
He runs up to you, to your giant self, and mind you, he barely makes it past the top of your boots as far as heights. And he goes, "Ah!" and he's going to use Ironbound Pursuit. And
What?
1 second. He's going to go for his first attack.
Ironbound.
Yep. All right. Cool. Up to his speed or creature and sees or kicks you. All right. He immediately kicks you in your massive shin, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
20. Non-natural. 19 plus 1.
So you do succeed. However, you still take 14 plus 4, 18. Target missile DC saving throw. Oh fuck! Oh, you saved. So as he goes to kick you, it misses, and it does not land. But if it did hit, that was going to be nasty. And he goes, "Okay, all right, I see you."
Like
It's
the map
okay.
that just popped up.
Basically, and he comes across with 2
He
sickle
stepped forward.
He's going to take 2 sickle strikes against you.
Gotcha.
First one's probably going to miss with a 15.
Yeah, that would miss.
And second one is a natural 20.
Yeah, fair enough. Real quick, anything alive within 30 feet of me, like a dog, rat,
You can make a perception check on your turn.
fair enough. I'm just gonna let it happen.
So 4 plus 2, 6 times 2, 12 plus 4, 16 points of damage on one sickle strike. And that is his turn as he drooling and looks up at you and goes, I know what I'm eating tonight.
Okay. I know who I'm killing tonight.
And with my bonus action, I'm gonna rage.
Okay. And with that, Odin, you go into a rage. Go ahead and make your attack.
And yeah, fuck it. All right, that's a 25 for the first one.
Hits.
I'm gonna use Fire Rune.
Okay. Strength saving throw.
Yeah, it would be 15. Let me double check.
He fails with a 13.
Okay, cool.
What's the DC?
It is 14. It is 14.
Okay, so yeah, he missed it by 1.
Right. And is he immune to fire damage or?
He is not.
Okay, sweet. A lot of D6s.
And you said, and this is what considered restrained.
Yeah, he's restrained by the chains.
So speed is 0. Has 0 speed. Attack rolls have you have advantage on attack rolls against him, and disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Got it.
Right. 25 points of damage for the first one.
Oh, then you
I
add
don't even get the count.
damage plus rage damage.
Oh yeah, I plus 2 from rage, so
Yes.
it would be 27.
Got it. One solid strike just comes down, and as you bring it, you chop off like one full, like at the shoulder, one arm just comes flying off.
Nice.
And that's-
I'm going to do another attack against him with Great Weapon Master.
And you have advantage because he's restrained.
Okay, so that would be. I'm just going to see what this one would be. So it would be +4, so it's 21. All right, so 21
Hits.
is 17 plus 4.
You got it.
Jesus. Plus 16. Thank God it's plus 16. 19 points of damage.
How do you want to do this? You had 18 hit points left.
Tis a flesh wound. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna like leap a humongous slash into his chest, and then like a golf club, I'm gonna take the flat side of the sword and
Yep.
just smack him with it, so he goes flying into the side of the cave.
Easy enough. You hit him, slash one arm. You come up with the other side, slash across the chest, bring it back flat end, and just hit him like a baseball bat. And with that, he just goes flying like anime style, for like all appendages forward, and like slams against the side of the wall. Some like pebbles begin to drop on him as he just falls forward and is effectively dead.
I'm just gonna walk away. I'm gonna turn small, drop rage, walk away.
You got it. And you begin making your way back towards the crowd. The rest of you, Skipop, Zelda, Salush, speaking to, or you just got to the crows, as they kind of look over at you guys. They don't speak yet, at least. They just look over at you all. Zelda?
I'm just gonna say, have you two seen Odin come through here?
One of them just goes, "Call!"
Oh, come in, please.
I'm gonna scan it with the demon dex.
Speak with animals.
Speak with you cast Speak with Animals, and it takes no purchase. As they turn into Infernal, they turn into imps, and you take out the demon dex, and you in fact do scan the imp. And have you scanned imp before? You have not, I believe.
I don't think we had a.
Silas,
No, we have not scanned the imp.
you have not scanned it before.
No.
Okay. So, and this is the card for it.
Oh, it's cool.
I want one.
Ooh.
And I'll go ahead and read you what the demon deck says. It says, I was once offered as a wagon load of I was once offered a wagon load of gold by Pasha El Pasarkal for discovering a pesky imp that was masquerading as his pet raven. While entertaining one of the Pasha's enchanting daughters, I noticed that the raven kept unlocking its cage and sneaking into Pasha's council chambers. Clever and schooled in diabolical deviltry, as I am, I deduced that the raven was in fact a loathsome imp. When next I spotted the disguised devil hopping away to eavesdrop, I followed and struck the feathered fiend with my hookah pipe. There was much hullabaloo about my entrance, but when they saw the raven turn into a seething soup of fizzing bones and fiendish blood, they saw I had saved them from an infernal interloper. Tak Volo. And that is what the demon deck says about the imp.
I'm just gonna be like, here. I'm not reading it out loud. You read yourselves.
Pass it around, let everybody read it. But he goes, I'm Pins, and the other raven transforms. Poof, I'm Needles. What would you like from us?
Where's Odin?
Where's Odin?
Yeah.
Pins, where is Odin? I don't know, Needles. Do you know where Odin is? I don't know, Pins. That's an interesting question.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Can I assist that insight check?
Sure.
Thank
So go ahead and make it with advantage, Lelouch. Or both of you roll one roll.
I'll give him advantage.
You got 2 14s. Yeah, plus 1, so it's 15.
15. Okay. Looks over, and with your insight check, you can see that they are, in fact, most likely deceiving.
I can smell the dial. I know demons and devils, it's very pungent.
That's he's busy.
Okay, doing what? Doing a job for me.
You're not doing Goblin Benny.
I saw him talking to you. Where's my boy?
He's around, not too far. Nothing he can't handle.
Odin is dead. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. As Odin, you see now your entire party, with the exception of Magus and Lulu, speaking to Pins and Needles.
I'm just walking in, wiping blood off my sword,
Mm-hmm.
and just not saying anything.
You got it.
Odin?
Oh, hey guys.
Hello, Odin.
Why do you have blood on your sword?
That was oil.
Did we actually hear you gulp? Or
Yeah, that was a gulp. That was Odin's gulp.
Okay. I just want to make sure we actually heard you gulp. Okay.
I rolled a 12 for an insight check. Roll deception, Odin.
Okay. I have advantage because of Cloud Moon, so it's just a straight roll.
We're not dwarf.
13.
Oh, you beat me. Oh, yeah. It goes all around. It's probably oil.
Pins and Needles look over at you, Odin. Kind of raise an eyebrow. You give them a wink. They like, sounds good. Pins looks over at Needles and he goes, hey, Needles, go ahead and talk to Maggie. And Needles is like, you got it. Needles begins to fly away. And starts flying over to Maggie's quarters. Pins looks at all of you and goes, hey, I'm going to be a little bit busy, so I'll talk to you some other time. And begins to fly away.
He's in the wall, by the way.
Sounds good.
Woo.
Oh, the car.
Who is inside Wall? Wall is in Avernus?
Oh, no. Wall's still in Baldur's Gate. He's okay, I hope.
Oh, okay.
I really hope he's okay. He already fucked up his life enough. But yeah, I was helping the guy with a car, and it lost control and almost hit us, so I hit it.
Deception, eh?
I'm gonna insight check on this one.
6. I believe him already. I failed my deception. Insight check, my bad.
Insight check is.
His wisdom.
I got a 16. I roll with
Okay,
disadvantage.
someone doesn't believe me.
I got 25.
Yeah, I mean, 16 and 25, he is lying out of his teeth.
It's oil. The blood. The fucking arm just falls out of his book bag.
I'm gonna go to where I saw Odin come from.
Actually, you wouldn't have been facing that way because you were speaking to pins and needles.
I wouldn't be facing that way.
Yeah, Odin like came from behind you all and like joined the group.
Oh, okay. Hey, Odin, where'd you come from, buddy?
Came from that way.
Deception. 11. And I'm just gonna point in the opposite direction.
You point towards the drunken madcaps and redcaps.
Yeah. They're just fighting each other for a barrel at this point.
12.
No, it is seriously like a bunch of feral like animals fighting at this point. Like you ever see World War Z?
Oh yeah.
You know, like the mountain of zombies
Yeah.
trying to get over. Yeah, no, it's like that, and they're all trying to get to the jug.
The one madcap is just in the middle, fucking slicing people like berserk.
He's slicing them up and like throwing the jug around, spilling alcohol all over them.
If one person lit a match, it would fly.
Zeldris?
I was just gonna say, because I rolled that 20 something. I'm gonna walk up to Odin, get in his ear. Give me 2 gold, and I'll drop this. I won't continue. I don't believe you, but 2 gold and I'll stop.
I'm a pocket hit. Wait, let me see if I actually have money. I have 10 gold. I'm going to pocket 2 of them in his breastplate.
You got it. Slide you the 2.
Free of charge.
Just like very like non-subtly or anything, just like straight up just.
Right there, shove it right in his breast.
I actually do have a fucking shirt on.
All right, just tell me what happened later, okay?
I'm gonna slide him an extra 1 gold so I don't have to.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. As you guys are talking, Barnabas is kind of just in the corner. Like, he's near you guys, like, perched on top of, like, a metal, just kind of, like, talking to himself, and, like, you can hear the whistle come by. And as Barnabas is talking, you see Mikey kind of, like, just, like, groaning and, like, skipping past you all. Stops and kind of just looks over. Starts skipping again.
Hey, Mikey. Who's a good boy?
He's gonna kick ass in the Manji game. Yeah.
Starts making his way again, just moving around. You see a red cap kind of come up to him. He just smacks him to the side. All right, what would you all like to do?
I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna go lie down.
Zeldris?
Since I've acquired 3 gold, I want to look around to see if there's a shop somewhere. Like a magic shop, a weapon shop, a bike shop, maybe buy a vehicle for the gang.
You'd be a cool bike guy, you know.
Make an investigation or perception check.
But with a big I have the scooter.
I'm going to use perception because I'm way better at that.
You got it.
I'm better at looking than the scooter.
I lied. I got a natural 1 + 7, so I got an 8.
You got
I'm
it. So, as you start looking around to a place to utilize these 2 gold, my bad, 3 gold, you are walking around and you're behind one of the infernal machines as it like revs on, but it has a misfire, and you just see a bunch of just guck and oil just splash right into your face, and you just like your entire face is like coated black.
Okay.
Chuka looks over. Sorry, having bit trouble here.
Going to give me strength. It's okay. Accidents happen. I was in the way. Is there a bath place somewhere I can wash this off?
Looks over at Clonk. Clonk looks over at Chuka.
Just blood and alcohol pit forming. Just seeping everywhere.
Clonk just goes back to working on the machine, and he like you see him like get up, and at this point he's just pissed. He jumps off the machine and like fucking throws his hammer on the ground, picks it back up, puts it on his back, walks over and kicks it. And Chuka's like, Clonk, it's okay.
Do you need help with that?
Chuka looks over. Help? Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you guys trying to do for it? Fix it up?
Misfire. Gears. Turning. Don't. And you see them like kind of thinking for a second. Work. Just. And he like brings you over. It's weird. As they talk, each voice is of a different tone. Like one's feminine, one is masculine, one's deeper, one's higher, each time they talk, it doesn't seem like they're using an original voice.
So from what I gathered, the gears don't work. Could I try to reorganize or fix the gears?
Absolutely, yeah. You can come up and try to help them out. So you climb up onto this infernal machine and you begin working on it with them.
I start. May the power of Gond help me fix this machine! And whip out my Gond tools and everything.
By the power of God.
Go.
By the power of God.
I need you to make an intelligence, either investigation or arcana check.
Okay. I'll do. Well, I got a +2. A +3 in both. I'll do investigation.
You got it.
And can I use the little eye thing that gives me advantage with?
So, absolutely, yeah. No, this is a great time to use that. So you have advantage. Yeah. Good shit. Good job remembering that.
Thank you. Thank goodness I got advantage. Okay, so I got a 14. Not the best. It could have been a natural one.
You sit there and you spend the next 10 minutes sort of examining how this machine works and the interlocking periods of it. And as you do, you feel like you got it. You're like, no, I can probably figure this out. You jump into it and you begin moving through the gears and removing certain things, and you see it's like conked up, and eventually it like revs for a second as Chuka kind of just starts it, revs and then stalls, and you feel the gears kind of grinding against each other, and it almost feels like it might just like pop, but it doesn't. It just stalls. For a second there, it was working. You were close, but you weren't exactly there. And Clonk looks over. As far as we got, almost got it.
You want to try again?
Looks at Chuka. Chuka looks down. Yeah.
All right.
This time they both jump on. Chuka's on like the engine ready to rev it up. Clonk is with you, like searching through it. This is going to be a little bit harder DC just because
Fair.
second time around. So go ahead. You got the eyeglass with advantage. And I'll say Clonk gives you a +2.
Even better. I'm going to kiss the dice. I'm going to automatically get a natural 20. Pat's my witness.
Good.
Don't jinx it.
Go get a nat 1.
Patrick, be honest.
Thank goodness for
I'll keep him
advantage.
to his honesty.
Oof. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, I've got an 11. Maybe today's not the day. The gunk in my face, being tired, you know.
11. As you tell Chuka to rev it now, Chuka revs it. It just immediately stalls. Like it just it doesn't even get going. And Clonk is just there like, damn.
Return to charm.
All right. One more time. Third time's the charm. If not, we'll say this tomorrow.
It's gonna be at an even harder DC. Go ahead.
Still with the +2 with everything?
Yep, it's Clonk's helping.
Wow. Oh, you know what? Let me remove the pen that's in the way.
Yeah, the pens would bother you, Chief. It was the
Okay.
pen. Wow.
Yeah, it was the pen.
It was
So
the pen.
that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Way better than before.
It was the pen, guys.
The sword is mightier than the pen.
At this point, you're frustrated. The oil is in your face. You're sweating. You spent the last an hour working on this machine with Chuka and Clonk. However, you know you have an inquisitive mind. You, as a forge cleric, are understanding. You have an understanding with metallic work, gears. You feel like almost as if Gond is guiding you, and you're using your intelligence, looking at how each of the gears interlock and how they change. You notice that the gears are comprised with these different spikes, and you even see like a surge of energy coming from spot to spot. And as you do, you notice one part where the gears are locked up because of one of them being loose. And you go against it, begin jamming it back into place.
Get back in there.
And as you do, you realize something. That would indeed start this machine, but you also realize that the energy, the demonic energy that this was crafted from, is also keeping the gears from moving correctly. And you being a cleric would know that things that dispel this type of aura include different types of protection or dispel spells. So like different spells that like dispel aura or like magic or dispel evil or protection type spells would work against this. But for the most part, you have everything working except for that one part.
Now I gotta check my spells. I'm pretty sure I have one of those in there. Let me check. Create. I can detect. Protection from good and evil. That could work, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you have protection from good and evil, dispel good and evil. And I think you have dispel magic as well. Or you might not have.
Yeah, I have dispel magic, which is a third level spell, which might use. Remove curse. I don't think I have dispel though. Let me check. I have dispel magic and dispel poison and disease.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Yeah. Dang, this is fine. I'll use protection of good and evil
You got it.
because that's a first level spell slot.
You got it. As you lean down, begin incanting the spell, you see that as the spell is cast and the celestial energy is imbued into the gears, the black sort of demonic aura that was present there is dispelled. And as you do, you look over to Chuka. Chuka revs it. As the entire engine begins to rev, fire begins to shoot out of it. You gotta like jump back or like singe your face as the entire engine is just running, revving, fast paces.
Yes. 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 The power of gold, man. I'm gonna just look at my holy symbol.
Yes, yes, yes. I can win. I can fight. I can do this.
But yes, you look at your symbol and it is partially glowing.
Even better. I'm gonna kiss it.
You got it. I assume after that you head back towards the group to get some rest.
Yes, I'm gonna walk back towards the group, do a small prayer to Gon for helping me, and then I'm gonna just drop backwards onto the floor. Actually, wait. I want to use dispel. Protection from good and evil on the shield to see if that has any effect.
Give me 1 second.
You just fucking free Gargoth right here.
Thank you.
Holy shit, it worked!
Thank you, Zeltress! This is all that I've asked for the last millennia!
Is this easy? Thank you so much. Oh my god.
It was only second level.
You you cast protection from good and evil on the shield, and you focus in on the intent of Gargoth and possibly freeing him. It seems to take hold for just a split second, but it dissipates immediately. It didn't seem to have an effect.
Okay. Opening
You
my
hear
book.
you hear Gargoth. Close one.
Okay. All right, this might sound really dumb, but it's an option. Could I try identifying the shield to see if there's a way to identify to release
I
him?
think you've already identified it already.
You had to use identify to find out what the shield was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
You can try any different types of dispelling or protections or any type of spells you got. What you got? You got 2 more shots.
So, Gargoth, were you cursed into the shield?
It's more or less sealed.
Shield. All right, I don't think remove curse is gonna work. You know, let's just give it a try. Cause I'm gonna go to sleep after this. I'm gonna get my spell slot back. We'll be fine and dandy. I'm gonna use remove curse.
You got it. You reach down, make contact, grab onto the shield, and force your radiant energy into it, attempting to dispel any curse that may have attached itself to the shield. No effect.
Okay, one more shot.
What you got?
Well, I got other spells, but I don't have them prepared for the day. You know what? Just to be funny, is there like a good spot that has a good 50 feet of just nothingness around?
It's pretty packed with metal, but I'd say you could find one with about 30 feet radius or so of clear.
Okay. Hopefully no one is nearby or within like 40. That's the wrong spell. I'm looking at. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, yeah, 30 feet. That's good. So I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna walk a good 40 feet away, and I'm gonna use radiant blast on the shield to see if this radiant fireball can just physically break him out.
Okay. Roll a D100. This is gonna be to see if there's anybody in range.
This works on me. I'll walk out of this.
Okay, we got an 80. And wow, the one time I need a D10, I don't got it. So I'm going to have to use the computer.
Just roll it D100 again. Put that.
Yeah. Well, I got an 89.
89. You step back about 40 feet. You begin to evoke the power of your radiant blast. And as you do, the small spark of radiant energy, just an orb, like a marble, begins to float forward towards the shield. And as it makes contact with the shield, it's a brief moment where it just pulses, shrinks into a smaller size, and explodes and fills the entire 30-foot radius with a radiant energy that just blasts across. Go ahead and roll damage.
I love how you predicted it the way I was. Just
I know my players.
He's a good DM.
seriously. All right. That is 23 points of damage. I got a lot of ones for the damage roll.
23 points of damage. You see the shield kind of just pop up and slam into one of the junk piles. You walk over to the shield. The entire area is singed. Like the ground's like singed. There's like white wisps. It was like it's almost like a flash grenade going off. And it's like brilliant, bright light for like a brief second. Like most people gotta like shield their eyes. You walk over to the shield. Still the same. Not even a speck of damage on it. Perfectly fine. And you look right next to the shield and you see a burnt to cinders madcap. Like just absolutely burnt to cinders. Like if anybody watch Attack on Titan?
Yes. Yeah.
Armin?
Yeah, like Armin.
Oh,
Like
God.
just sitting there, burnt toast looking ass, right in the jump. Like
Aaron's gonna go over there and try to kill you now.
All right.
you just hear some laughter. You hear laughter coming from behind you, and you see Barnabas. You killed him. Do it again. I fucking hate those things. Do it again.
Do it again. Let me record it.
Oh my god. I thought they were going to be like, yo, you killed our homie. What the fuck? I fucking hated that guy.
Oh my god.
No, Jeffrey!
You try to swat him out of the air. He's like, oh, what? They throw fucking metal at me all day. God damn it.
I throw metal at him.
God, you're sleeping. Shut up.
I'm not sleeping. Oh,
Oh, you're not? You're
no.
not?
Have something
My bad. I thought everybody else was sleeping. My bad.
I'm pretty
My
sure.
Oh no, I'm not sleeping. I got Redcaps to try and get my stuff back from.
That's a noose.
bad. A piece of metal comes flying over at Barnabas as he's like dodging it, looks over, he goes, "Ugh!" And as he does that, the whistle comes through again. Zeldris being this close to him. Make a perception check.
Sheesh. All right. I got a 14.
A 14. You notice that when Lelouch throws the metal and he dodges out of the way, he is just a skull. You can see that one of his jaws, the one side of the jaw is slightly unhinged, and one of his teeth are missing, which most likely is the reason why every time he talks, there's a whistle.
Artificial jaw. Too tired for that. Anyway, the burnt body, I'm gonna just nah. Everyone knows what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna open the bag of holding. I'm gonna drop him in there. What are you doing? Well, when I find a clear area where no one's around, I'm gonna probably drop off the body.
So you just take the bag of holding off, open it up into the black inky void, and just
Drop him in there.
drop him in.
It's just menacing from JoJo every single time you open the bag. Just
Yeah, you just see glimpses of like decaying body parts and stuff.
Yep,
no,
100%.
perfectly preserved.
The way I picture it is like fucking, the hand, Zahando. It's
Yeah.
like if he actually used it the proper way and made somebody disappear in one shot. Zelda's just like, yoink, that's mine. Never to be seen again.
Tobago.
Tobago.
Where's Wizzick?
You have to see the part.
Where's Wizzick? Just
Wizzick is in the wall of holding.
However, Skipop sleeping, Odin sleeping. Zeldris, what do you do now?
I'm gonna just shed a tear just for accidentally killing this guy.
If it was an accident.
It was an accident, but I killed a dude with a radiant blast. He was just chilling in his pile. Yeah, we gotta call his kids and his wife.
Gotta go over there. He's in the military.
But
Poor guy. All he saw was white.
yeah. Oh, am I finally going back to the Feywild? Nah, just that.
am I going home?
God.
Oh God, what's this light at the end of the tunnel?
Why is this light so hot?
Why do I see Grandma?
Why is my skin burning
How
off?
is Ski Bop sleeping through all of this?
Yeah, how are you guys even sleeping?
Because I have 2 exhaustion points.
All right, well, Zeldris, head to bed.
Small prayer. Go to bed right next to Lelouch and Odin. So if there is some situation in the morning, I'm between the two dads of the group.
You got it.
And I'm gonna
And-
snuggle with Gargoth.
Nightmare.
I'm not going to sleep yet because I need to get my jug.
You got it. Lelouch, you're the only one awake. You're feeling it now. You can't feel night or day in Avernus, but you're feeling the effects of being tired. Like if you don't get your rest, you will have a point of exhaustion.
You feeling now, Mr. Krabs?
I go and I
You
go.
feeling it now?
Grand Vizier.
Looks over at you, points the great sword. Oh,
Thank you for your service. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my jug. Then
it's
I'm
like
gonna
holding it tight.
I'm gonna look at him and go. I don't want to do this. I need my jug back, and without me, it won't work.
He looks inside of it, looks over at you. Make either a persuasion or intimidation check, or deception.
I'm gonna do intimidation because I have a +3 with that because of strength. Ooh. Would I by any chance have any sort of advantage?
Nope.
8.
8. Looks over at you, goes, no.
Okay.
As he
I
points
challenge
to
you in death combat. What do you think this circle was for?
You challenge him. All of the Redcaps go silent.
Just breaks neck.
Fight, 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 as all of them start chanting, fight. And you see this, all of them begin to circle around that one circle that you made. Zeldris?
All right, so 2 things because I'm really dumb. Can we do a? How long has it been since I put the bag in the body in the bag?
Probably about like 2 or 3 minutes.
Damn, I could have used Revivify on him. Can we do a rewind time for that?
No, sir. Remember your abilities.
Fair, very fair.
Oh my god.
We use
You guys already sent the
I
letter.
could have saved his life.
Yo, remember that when you guys are in combat and one of you dies.
I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on the dead body. That might work.
All right.
But I'm
But
gonna
they
just
chant, fight. Go ahead, Zeldris.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself real quick.
Okay.
3rd level.
Zeldris?
sorry. Last thing, I'm gonna be quiet after this. I'm gonna just sneak into like what's going on and just fight, 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 fight. And if
Mhm.
Lucia's getting a little too banged up, a little healing word here, a little healing word there.
We'll see about that. So just sneaking in, it's pretty hard considering that everyone is basically only up to your kneecap in height.
I'm a crawl.
So
He'll look like a halfling.
if you want to stealth, sure, but you're pretty visible.
And then
With stealth,
for my
Yeah, but you
bonus
have to-
action, I'm sorry. I'm going to go and I'm going to cast Bark Skin.
You cast Barkskin?
Yep.
Okay. You step into the circle. He's winding up. He's got his great sword out. Death battle. All of them chanting, fight, 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 begin. And go ahead and roll initiative.
7.
Got it. 1 second. Got it. Pull up the staff rock. You can see even Mikey has made his way over and has started to watch. Let's see here.
Mikey's just.
All right, so Lelouch, you are going second.
I have my
Red
sword
Cap.
and shield, by the way.
You got it. Sword and sheet out. What's your armor class?
18 currently because 16 plus my shield.
You got it. The red cap runs up and just goes for a ironbound pursuit. First off, that is going to miss. Oh no, wait! You have to make a dexterity saving throw. My bad.
15.
15. You just succeed. Ironbound pursuit misses as the iron soul goes flying. As the greatsword comes across. Misses. Another greatsword attack. Misses. What the fuck? He's too drunk. Go ahead. Your turn.
All right.
He goes for the kick. Almost falls over.
Bonus
Tries to bring
action.
the greatsword down. Go ahead.
Wild shape. I turn into a cave bear.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Get into it, aren't we now?
Yeah, man. Do your thing.
Multi-attack.
All right. Make an attack.
Both with claws. First one's a 20. Not
Hits.
natural. Second one is a 26.
Hits.
All right. 2d6. 4, 5. First one is 13 damage.
You okay?
Second one is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yep.
You got it. 6. All right. Awesome. At this point, slash. He's still in there. He starts to
Armor class
back
is
up.
16 now that I don't have a shield.
You got it. He starts to back up, and you get an opportunity attack. Go ahead.
All right. Can I do multi-attack with opportunity attacks or no?
Just one attack.
Actually,
not
opportunity
your-
attack, grapple.
Okay. Make a strength. It's going to be your strength versus his.
19.
Damn. With that, you grapple him, and you grab onto him with your bare claws.
Mhm.
Instead, he's just going to go for three greatsword attacks against you.
Would he have disadvantage?
No, he's not restrained.
I would be restrained because I'm.
He's
That's
grappled.
I did.
Grapple and restrained are two different things. Grapple and restraint are two different things.
Okay. My bad.
What's your armor class?
16.
Damn, misses on the first one. Hits on the second one with a 24.
All right.
And hits on the third one with a 17.
He does 17 damage.
No, that was just a hit. The first attack is going to be 14 points of slashing damage.
All right.
The second attack is going to be 1 second. 13 points of slashing damage.
Do I have to make 2 separate concentration checks? Or
For Barkskin, yes.
Alright.
DC 10.
First one's a save. Because I got a 10.
Okay.
Second one is save with a 15.
Also saves. Yeah, both saves. So you're all set. It is now your turn.
All right. And do I have advantage because he's grappled?
No, you just have your regular attacks.
Oh, okay. I thought grappling him would have some sort of advantage. My bad.
Nah, grapple, I'll tell you. So grappled is different. When you're grappled, basically their speed is 0. Speed 0. The condition ends if they're incapacitated, and it also, to remove the effect, you have to break out of it with an action or like a thunder wave spell, something like that. But basically, it's just their speed is 0.
All right. First attack, my walls. That's going to be a 20.
20 hits.
Second one is a 19.
Hits.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to use my crown.
Okay. Yeah. Go. What flavor do you want to shoot out?
I'm going to use fire.
Fire. He fails the dex save with a 6.
All right. Well, I got to move the key there real quick to see damage. I'm just going to take the base damage on my claw attacks, so in total it's going to be 24 points of damage.
Okay, and the go ahead and roll the fire.
It's 3d6. 12.
All right, how do you want to do this?
I'm going to go and I'm going to attack him and hit him to the ground. And for cinematic purpose, I'm going to undo my wild shape, grab him by his shirt, lift him up, look at all the other red caps, and I'm going to scream and Sylvan, "This is an example. I am in charge of you while I'm here." And I'm going to light his head all on fire like Scorpion.
Okay.
And just like that,
Not to actually be on the place.
Very quickly.
in a very visceral manner, you guys see the red cap just mauled down by the bear. As the bear grabs it, Lelouch comes back into human form, lifting this small being up and just hurling fire into its face. As the entire face is burnt to cinders, like the skin is like coming off of it, the red cap is burnt to cinders. You can see like flesh and bone as like the head is just tilted to the side.
I'm going to take my jug and I'm going to take his greatsword.
There you
I'm
go.
going to walk away.
All right, there you go, Zeldris.
I would just yell, "Yeah!"
And as you do, the rest of the crowd joins you. Yeah! And next you know, it just starts a mosh pit. They just start swinging on each other. Boom, boom. Just everybody starts swinging on each other as Lelouch, you make your way out of there with your pot.
I'm going to look at everyone. I'm just going to go, "Oh my God, what did I do?"
But with that, I'd imagine you all go ahead and head to bed.
Yeah, Odin's just gonna go. Well, what he did was make a loud noise, bro. I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not cool, dude. Why are we all murdering Redcaps?
Oh, I was setting an example and getting my jug back.
Well,
Oh, did you?
okay.
You want this sword?
Yeah, just put it next to me.
Okay. I stabbed into the ground.
Okay. Zeldris?
Okay, so I want to use Revivify on the guy Lelouch just killed. And when he gets back up, I'm going to say he has to serve Lelouch for his entire life because he's the reason why he came back to life right now.
So first off, look at the components that it takes to do Revivify.
Yo, fair.
Why don't you not be able to do it?
Yo, I'll be so mad. So I already used
I'll
that.
laugh.
Look at materials and components.
Oh my! Yeah, wait, I got
What is it?
diamond worth 30,000 gold points, which the spell consumes. You know, would I really waste that on that?
No.
That's the question.
Let me see if
I don't even have 400 gold. Oh, the diamonds?
It's a precious spell. It takes up precious resources. And
yeah. Never mind. The joke's not worth it.
All right.
I'm gonna just take that body, put it in the bag as well.
Fair
No.
enough. Fair enough. You all make your way back and find yourselves to sleep. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take just a little 15-minute break. So we will be back at 10:40, y'all. See you
Stay
soon.
on a little bit.
See you guys.
Let me know when we're
Good.
Yeah, we're live.
All right.
Oh, don't worry.
What's going on, everybody? We are back from our break. Thank you for waiting patiently. Let's get back into the festivities. We ended our night with everyone falling asleep. Some of you a little restless, some a little bit more pain than others. Some of you more wary and intimidated than others, but all of you do find yourselves a long rest.
Yes.
So go ahead and mark that off. Take off 1 point of exhaustion.
Don't order it. Katie's just gonna get it.
And with that, you all begin to awake.
Oh, we got long rest.
Ooh. Ah.
Take off the 1 point of exhaustion. If you had 2, you still got 1.
I know. Feel a lot better.
And as you all wake up,
Any
you immediately see
chocolate
Mad Maggie
with the Ben.
and Mikey standing above all of you.
Hello?
Hello. Did you sleep well?
Kind of.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Let's rituals are prepared. You ready?
Why should stand over us? Why can't you just like back up like 10 feet?
I'm just excited.
Your excitement fears me, so I'm not
Is it
excited.
both of them?
It's Mikey and Mikey, the 2 crows, and also Mad Maggie.
Okay.
And you see a bunch of Redcaps are currently like nursing hangovers.
I still have my jug.
Yes, you still have your drink.
They didn't rob you while you slept.
Is the sword still with us?
Make a perception check.
I mean, it's just stabbed in the ground right next to me.
It is still there. It's still there.
Okay. Because I'm like, I don't think they can reach that high.
It is still there.
It has some balls.
Zeldris,
I'll let you continue, but I'm gonna change up.
I can't hear you.
I'm gonna change up my spells for the day, but you can still continue, and I'll text you what I changed.
Yeah, absolutely. Those of you that can prepare different spells every day, feel free to right now. Right. Odin?
I'm just gonna take the sword that Lelouch gave me and put it on my back. So now I have 2 big swords.
Got it.
Wait, isn't it just a normal sized sword that's big to them?
Say it again?
Isn't the other one just a normal sized sword, just huge to them?
No, it's a great sword, like straight out.
Oh, it's the great sword person. Ah,
Like
okay,
legit, you said it was very similar to the sword I have,
Gotcha,
They-
gotcha.
which is
They-
like a guts kind of sword.
I was thinking it was the one of the little scimitars.
No, they quite literally are just about as strong as Lelouch Odin. Like, a gang of them would be something to mess with. Individually, not so much. As a gang, could be very deadly.
And that's
Yeah.
why I slept.
Well, Mad Maggie goes, well, I also heard a couple of good things about you guys. Helping around, Chuka Clonk. Nice work there, Zeldris. Odin, Pins and Needles had a lot of good things to say to you about you.
Oh, like what?
Good things. Lelouch,
Okay.
keeping the Redcaps from killing themselves overnight. Much appreciated.
No worries.
But there's been some murmurings about you all and some good you were doing around. It's much appreciated. Is all I wanted to say about that. But are you ready? The ritual is ready. I say we get on to it, right, Lulu? And Lulu's kind of like honored, like just waking up, like, yeah. I mean, I guess so. Lulu looks pretty anxious. With that, Go ahead, Elders, if you have something to say.
Um, I want to go up to Lulu and ask if she's really okay with this.
Okay. You kind of kneel down to Lulu, and she goes, um, I don't know, but if it's gonna get my memories back, like it's helpful,
Okay.
and
But,
I just want to help you all.
right. If anything goes south, we got you.
Like shakes her head up and down. Well, I trust you all to look after me. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So you guys travel with Mad Maggie to her quarters, and once you do, you make your way into one of the cave crevices. There's no vehicles in this one, and once you get towards the end, you see a hovel that's built into the wall. The light's still on the inside. It's like a stone hovel. One window on the outside, something like what you would imagine the witch from Hansel and Gretel, like what her house would have looked like, but built into a wall. And Mad Maggie walking towards you, walking towards the door with Mikey in tow, waves her hand. The door comes open. She goes, Mikey, you can stand outside. You won't be needed. It's okay. And he goes, and just stands right next to the door. You all begin to make your way in one by one. And as you make your way into the abode, you begin to look around, and it's, a normal size living room, dining room, uh, common areas, kitchen. It's a pretty well made, crafted hovel. You begin to look around and you see like shelves, tables. On the shelves are multiple different types of books. And go ahead and make perception checks.
Perception. Wow, that's trash. That's worse.
What'd you get?
13.
13.
Zeldris got a 21.
21 for Zeldris. Lelouch not paying attention and Odin didn't roll, so we're just going to go with Zeldris. Zeldris. 21. You begin to look around. You notice a lot of things. First off, you notice Mad Maggie herself has a lot of like trinkets and small bags and pouches on her. You look over around and you can see on the shelving units are multiple different vials and canisters that have like eyeballs, body parts, fingers, what looks like internal organs, etc. You see, Ladybug's back. Whatever, you can be already. And what sticks out to you that you notice is a tapestry. 1 second.
Okay.
What you notice is a tapestry. Okay. What you see is a tapestry of an angel that seems to have fallen, or that seems to be riding with a multitude of, it's a blinded angel riding with a multitude of riders, like horse riders behind her. And in the next scene of the tapestry, you see the same angel going against different types of devils in single combat. But it immediately flips to the same angel ripping off her blindfolds and raising her hand as she's knelt towards another hand. However, the tapestry is torn at that point, and you can't see past it.
Skiba, do you see this tapestry here, right here?
Hmm. Oh, yeah. What about it?
I think that's a part of Zariel's story with the riders going into hell.
Really? I'm gonna take a deeper look at it. Oh, I think you may be right.
You take a look at it, and you hear Mad Maggie in the background. And goes, "Celestial kid, you got a good eye. That's one of my prized possessions, detailing Zariel's journey. These are some of my things that I hold very dear to me, which is personally why I've taken such a liking to Lulu and anything that allows me to gain more insight and knowledge into Zariel. Let's keep up.
Can I look and see if Lulu's inside the painting?
Go for it. Make a perception check.
Oh, fell off table.
Can I assist with that?
Yes. So
You'll have advantage, bro.
Okay, so 17.
17. You look deeply into it, into what you can see, and you do not see any depiction of Lulu.
I don't see Lulu in here.
Soldiers?
Uh, Mad Maggie, how do you know Lulu?
He looks over and goes, "Well, Lulu is one of the lucky people that have ever made it into here and made it out alive. Chook and Clonk happened to pick her up near. They said she got kicked off of some place. It's a pretty. How do you say? It's a pretty well-known spot, constantly traveling. But it's referred to as. One second, get that name out. It's referred to as the Wandering Emporium.
The Wandering Emporium.
Yeah, it's what you would refer to as a traveling market, like a traveler's market, and it's on the back of an infernal vehicle, and it's constantly moving.
Interesting.
They said that on one day they were trying to track it down so they can buy some goods to fix up a couple of the repairs, and Lulu happened to be left behind. So I'm not sure where she came from before that, but that's where Chuka and Clonk picked her up and brought her back here.
I'm gonna just ease up to walk closer to Ski Bop. We should definitely find that place. We can find some more information on Lulu.
We could. We put inside the. Maybe we can get one of their vehicles, and maybe we go a little faster.
Yeah, I mean, I did help fix up one of their vehicles. They can probably
Spare one.
slide, spare one.
Maybe.
All right, enough of the spare talking. Let's get into this. You guys ready?
Sure.
So- And she kind of waves her hand down at what you see is a demonic ritual circle on the floor. She puts a black cushion on the center. She looks over at Lulu and says, "Please, just sit." Lulu hesitantly flies over towards the cushion and sits down inside of the center of the black circle. Mad Maggie goes onto one of her kind of cabinets, and you see her look over at all of you and then look back at it as she opens it and reaches for two things, closing it after she grabs them. You see two skulls. She goes and sets them on both sides of the ritual circle. She says to you, or says in general, not to anyone directly. She goes, my bad. She goes, as she places the two skulls down, she goes, my sisters won't care if I pick their brains about for a little bit.
Your sisters.
Yeah, you have sisters.
She goes, well, now that you're in the circle, Lulu, the rest of you that would like to partake in this at least, go ahead and step within the circle. Close your eyes and keep them closed. The ritual should last about 10 minutes or so. And during the ritual, all of you within the circle will be joined by a telepathic bond at least. If anyone steps outside of the circle during the ritual, it'll be interrupted. And we'll have to start over from the beginning. An incomplete ritual won't yield all of the insights into Lulu's memories. So those of you who feel that you're ready to step within, step forward.
Odin. Oh, sorry.
You're good. Dodgers?
Sorry. Are you guaranteed this will work?
You know, there's always a small percentage that anything will go wrong. But I am, just in general, anything can go wrong with anything. But I am a practitioner of the arcane arts, and I am a powerful one as well. So, I am a warlord for a reason. I'm respected among these lands and feared. I think I know what I'm doing. If you don't trust me, don't step within the circle. And if you don't want to help Lulu, don't step within the circle.
What? Of course I want to help, but I think I cannot help very well at this time.
Give me a couple demonic packs and I'm in.
We all have.
So, who steps within? Lush, Odin step in. Zeldris, Skipop step in.
No, I'm skipping. I want to say something to Lulu.
Oh, go ahead.
Lulu, I would really, really love to help, but I don't think my mind's in the right state to. I'm still very, very tired.
Lulu just looks. She just looks over at you. She doesn't say anything.
Bitch. She just looks at you, just.
Odin?
Well, before Odin steps in, he's gonna grab his amulet to Torm and just say, grant me strength. Please, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I don't know if this is considered evil, but I think it's for the greater good.
Oh, one thing I need to mention. I kind of forgot to say it, but I thought it was like just a common thing. Lelouch always just does like at least a quick prayer before he goes to sleep. So like, it wasn't anything too fancy, but it was like, thank you, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, just the general stuff. I get it. Zeldris?
Actually, I know this might be the wrong moment, but I'm gonna ask Gargoth. Does he know of Mad Maggie?
Fuck no, baby.
You say that, and Gargoth responds,
No.
I have been trapped in this shield for a long time. This woman is not familiar to me, although I can sense her power.
Okay. I'm gonna step in the circle.
Okay. Zeldris, Odin, Lelouch, you're currently in the circle, and that is it, correct? All right. Skipop, you stay out of the circle?
Yes, I cannot help because I most likely will fill the check.
Okay. Maggie goes, all right, it's time to begin. As she goes ahead and she begins to take out components and toss them into the circle around. As she does, pieces of the circle begin to light up. And as they do, it kind of spirals around in multiple geometric shapes as all of the sync up points for the light up begin to light up the entirety of the circle until the outer edge finally meets up in the center. And the entire circle is lit up with this bright red light. The entire time, Mad Maggie is laughing uncontrollably. All of you have no idea what's about to happen. For a brief moment, there is a brilliant flash of light that sends everyone blinded, and then darkness. Your hearts begin to race as there's no sound. You don't feel the space under you. It's almost like you're just free floating in an endless emptiness. You can't see a foot in front of you. And that's where we're ending off tonight.
What? I was getting into it, man.
Right?
Gotcha.
So
So,
picked up balls and
Fox, for those of you that stood with us until tonight or until right now, you're much appreciated. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you enjoyed tonight as well. The adventures in Fort Knucklebone. Help Lulu, absolutely. But I hope you guys have a great night, and we will catch you next Thursday on Descend into Avernus with AC Devils. See ya.
I won't kill
Bye.
someone next time.
Yes, you will.
Bye.
He will.
My goodness.
Bye bye.
See ya.